Hi, everybody. This is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom, SOS. And if we ever needed SOS, it would be Saturday, oh my goodness, before Christmas. If you're like me, even sitting here to listen to this video for a few minutes is like, but that's how it goes for us. And so we can do this. And I'm doing this pep talk as much for me as I need to do it for you. So, yep, it's here. And I don't know about you, but I find that sometimes as I lie in bed before I get up, this is on non-work days, my head starts getting very, very busy with my to-do list. And I did my honey-do list, I should say the start of it, for Greg for Christmas Eve. My kids come Christmas Eve, so I've got one less day of frantic behavior to get it done. Yeah, so here we are, and we will get this done. It always seems to get done, right? My last minute things are Trader Joe's, and then Trader Joe's for the veggies, and then I have to get the prime rib tomorrow morning after my shift at the police department. But today I'm assembling the lasagna. The other day when I did my cowboy and girly episode, I had technical difficulties here, and so that caused a lot of anxiety. Now there's 3 computers in the house, and then my new Google Pixel phone, which we ended up using. If it looked different to you, that's why. And so today, for just a quick nanosecond, Mike from Keto OMAD and I are going to do a quick run through to see if I found the glitch on this computer, and if not, I have the other 3 options, because I've got my interviews the day after Christmas and the day after that, Boxing Day. And so, yeah, and that's the most anxiety because it's technical, and I don't know about you, but I need to hijack a 6-year-old out of the mall who's driving his mother crazy anyway and have him come over and help me. But that's just how it is. But I just want the interviews to be smooth. So I really appreciate Mike taking the time out of his busy Saturday to do that. And so how am I handling today? Well, I'm going to do it one foot in front of the other. The most stabilizing thing for me is making this video, because just doing it calms me, just like for some of you, just watching it, just, okay, I can do my normal. I've got my cup of coffee. Sarah's on. It's Saturday. It's a bonus. And as I sit here, I can pull in how it's going to go for me. And that's what keeps me kind of sane and everything else. The community is very, very, very important to me, even when I'm doing this video with no audience at the time for to put up there on YouTube. So yeah, I was able to come home yesterday and do the sauce. You know how we have to do each little step and make the space for it. I couldn't do it without 2 refrigerators, and I couldn't do it without 2 ovens on my stove. So I don't know how regular people do 1 refrigerator with all the stuff. And I will assemble the lasagna, and I don't have my outside, the thing from the bulkhead, with the stairs, is usually my winter storage. So I could store my sauce there. I could make the lasagna and keep it there, and other things. But it's 50-something degrees out today on Cape Cod at Christmas time. So anyway, oh, and there's a full moon too. So in case you don't have enough anxiety, yeah, you can pull some from that too. So today is my keto pizza, which I do, it's an adaptation of the fathead pizza. I do the fathead crust, and I know many, many people have said do the cauliflower one, but we seem to like the fathead one. It's in my head. I can do it while I'm sleeping, and it works. And then on top of that, I put somebody said it's Rayo's, other people say it's Rao's, but I use the pizza sauce because it is very low in sugar and carbs. There's like 1 carb and 1/4 of a cup. Done. And then on it, I put the cheese and the meat toppings. And I've lightened up the cheese, and because there's a lot of cheese in the crust, and I've added more meat to it. So it's just my adaptation, and it seems to work. So it's more like the meat lover's pizza. And but I buy the uncured pepperoni, and I try to keep things as, nitrate safe as possible. But I know they kind of slip in, and it's what we do. And you know what? Today, 2 days before my kids come for Christmas Eve, it's not about nitrates and nitrates. It's about getting it done and being sane. I don't want to be, a crazed person, which in previous years, I really found I could do that. But I delegated this year. I don't know if you've delegated, but one daughter-in-law is in charge of the BREADS and DESSERT, and the other one is in charge of the salad. So that's done. So my things are the ham and the lasagna, the sauce, the meatballs, and and that all works. And I've already done the meatballs, and they're in the freezer. So plop, plop into the sauce. It's going to be easy peasy. So that's how it all goes. And, I'm happy to be here today. Just talking to you now is calming me. I hope it's calming you as well. What is this? 10, 15 minutes out of our day at the beginning of the day. It just kind of like lets us put our thoughts in order, our to-do list in order. I don't know if you're like me, but, sitting here adding to the more, really, it just can kind of help, right? And so be careful with stressed out eating, SOE. I found for me that as a recovering food addict, that the stressed out eating, it definitely trumps any buffet table, any cocktail party, any appetizers that came around, any cookie party, any one of those things. It's stressed out eating because it's like part of the family of binging and mindlessness, right? Like sometimes that's how people do nighttime eating as well. You just sit there and it's nighttime eating and it's just hand to mouth. And it doesn't even matter what you're eating. It could be carrot sticks or something a little bit more naughty. It just, now for a normal person, they might take a walk. They might practice yoga, all of those things. But for people like you and me, no, it's opening up that tin that somebody down the street dropped off, right? So we have to be careful. We have to be very mindful. And, I remember the times that I did so much damage with appetizers that by the time I got to the entree, it didn't even matter. And I really honor, and food is really sacred to me today, and I'd rather be hungry going all the way up to that one meal a day to have it, and no nibbling, snacking, getting there. And it for me was a very dangerous habit. Stressed out eating. Be very careful. Do what you need to do. Grab that mineral water. Go on your errands. Do everything you can. Come home. For me, it's like coming home, taking 5, like I'll have a decaf coffee, and because it'll be my third one after the errands, and then I'll just plug in. I put in, somebody's video. There's always millions of them. There's Breckenridge. There's Ancestral Health, AHS. I think the S is for Symposium, where you can listen to our all-time favorites. You can binge watch me. I give you permission. You don't even have to pay for it. You can just sit there and listen while you slice, dice, and do all the things that you need to do. And it just gets done. Every task that I get through, it's great. Yes, there's another one to do, but it's okay. It's okay. It's finding the joy and the spirit of all of this, and instead of getting wrapped around the axle. So, Mike, I will see you later on in the day for our quick run through. So when I go to interview my 2 people for your carnivore WOBO, it all falls into place. Have a wonderful day, my pickles, my snowflakes, and my turtles. You can do this. Why? Because this is not our first rodeo. It might be your first rodeo with me and keto, but it's not your first rodeo with pressure, stress, holidays, getting it done, the weight on your shoulders, all of that. But we do what we can. And thank goodness. And we can bitch and stitch and snitch here, and it all works out. I will see you the next time. Thanks so much for watching Sarah on Saturday. Bye-bye for now.